I'm going to talk about why it is so important to not just scrap human knowledge when you're building a machine learning model. Welcome to Mediocre Data Science. This is the platform where we share our interest in bridging the gap between human and machines and the areas of data science towards augmented and not just artificial intelligence. So the goal at hand is to mitigate the mutual weaknesses between humans and machines while building up the repertoire of information at hand about how to strengthen the mutual areas of strength, or augment the mutual areas of strength. So my name is Angie Gaudo. I have a master's degree in computer science. I have been a data scientist for about 4.5 years now. Mainly my projects have ranged from finance, investment banking, insurance, and those kinds of companies. But I also have been in educational support since the age of 19. And I have a lot to offer in the area of education as well, as far as some experiences in some ways to apply machine learning to pedagogy. And those are areas of my interest. My first project was building a chatbot that I nicknamed Emily, which was an artificial intelligence agent with emotional intelligence. Specifically, this chatbot was able to respond to very angry, irate tweets, for example, with angry, irate, novel and generative responses very well, to the point of at sometimes tricking or appearing to be in a way sensible and full of metacognition. Now with this, I want to preface this by saying I have not revisited that project on this channel in detail on a long-term study, but you can visit a channel called Salola Tango, which is going to cover that, some computational linguistics, and educational initiatives as well to learn more about that. Okay, so why am I here today? I'm here because I want to teach you how to get the best out of your chatbot development lifecycle. A lot of companies are putting out chatbots. We know that since last year, a lot of things have happened in the chat and AI space, including, as you know, ChatGPT, Bard, and the Palm model, and here are a plethora of others as well. The innovations are out of this world. There are new research articles at least several times every month. It is a gargantuous amount of information that's hard to keep up with, to the point where we have to prioritize and find our niche in this area specifically. So the reason why I'm here is because I want to take this podcast and turn it into a few books to help you to supplement your information. Although I've been working in the finance industry for 4.5 years, and about 5 years now, actually, with companies like Citi, Schwab, as well as USAA, and mainly just sticking to companies that appeal to wanting to find customer service reps, utilize their knowledge, and infuse that into customer service automation initiatives. With that being said, the reason why I'm doing this podcast today is to show you how to take your chatbot development lifecycle and augment every single swim lane, from the data pipeline to the machine learning workflow to the BI requirements and delivery stage, engineering and data engineering, to the intelligence optimizations, quality control stages, and finally to deployment and analytics. While these seem simple, and someone of you who may be advanced architects in the field may say, oh, this is pretty standard, it's not so standard in its application. Because oftentimes when working through each and every one of these swim lanes, an engineer, a journey owner, a journey analyst, as well as a product manager, product owner, may forget the human who is going to face the machine at the end of the day. Who is that human? Well, it could be a customer. It could be, in my case, I recently worked on a project that required augmentation from financial planning analysts to a chatbot machine that was going to automate decision making in the long run for financial analysts at a banking company. with all that being said, we want to make sure that when we do these projects, that we make sure our initiatives are human facing first and then machine facing. A lot of times machine learning engineers, they may approach this a little backwards to where they focus on the gnarly algorithms first, and then they come back and revisit the machine automation through a human lens later. You want to actually invert that approach and make sure that the human is the person you consult first. And what do I mean by human? The person who is the expert in the product, the person who the machine is supposed to be like when it grows up, the person who you would go to as a bot whisperer and say, hey, is this machine doing this task the correct way? The way that you would do it? That's the person. And believe it or not, initiatives like ChatGPT and Bard have borrowed from the same exact techniques. They have accumulated a plethora of materials that have went into these data sources, the corpora, from human conversations. And not only that, experts like yourself. As a matter of fact, you are the expert that the machine wants to be like when it grows up. So don't get intimidated. Don't run away. You're in exactly the right place. Again, my name is Angie Dowdell, and I'm glad that you came by for a visit today. And I look forward to teaching you much more on this channel in the times to come. And let's continue in our progress together towards augmented intelligence and chatbot development, design, training, and machine learning. Thanks.